Hello there. So yeah, man. Whew. Today was one of those days. Thinking about fuck, should I keep going or not? You know. Still train, still did the same thing as usual. And I had a call, like as you. I think this is becoming like a routine, but had a call with this colleague of high ticket, and I told her what's happening, what happened with the offer. I left. And, back it again. To find an offer. And like, dude, it sucks. And like, on her end, the offer she is in, I mean, it's not that good as well. It's not like high ticket. But so far she has make some money, but like not a lot of money. And she also started second guessing the offer. Like the moment you start doing that, that's difficult because you lose conviction about the offer, and then that in your tonality, you're not gonna be as motivated as you were when you started, and like ah, you know, and shit, it's just yeah, sucks, but like if these are getting back to the 95, fuck, that's also not ideal. And I started thinking like shit, and then like I share with her some insights, in regards to the sales process and everything. And yeah, man, I like it's good that I'm understanding more about how it works. But it's still like if you're not in the right vehicle, it's a problem. It's a problem, and doesn't matter how good you are. If you're in a bad vehicle, you're not gonna make money. A bad account, so that's it's troublesome. You know. And no, also there's the offer, no, the interview that I did. I still have some hope that like, of course, I'm gonna follow up with them, but like they haven't said nothing so far. They haven't said like nothing. So like I don't know, maybe that's already an answer, right? But well, we'll see. They will do the onboarding on Wednesday, and tomorrow after tomorrow it's holiday on US, so they're not gonna be not working. So Tuesday is the day probably that I'm gonna get some answer. If I get some answer, I'm still gonna follow up with them, of course. And shit, man. Start getting a little anxious about it, like hopelessness. Yeah, but gotta keep going, right? And well, we'll see how that goes. Well, I just ate, like ooh, it was really good. Like like when you eat so much that you're just like, you know. I'm like that, yeah. But no, as long as I'm moving, I'm winning. So yeah, that's it, man. Short video today, but that's it. Let's keep moving forward, man. Let's conquer. Take care. Bye.